Today, we are going to express our honest opinions on the Asus Zenfone Max, priced at 999 INR, a phone which we believe is ideal for a certain type of consumer who is faced with a lack of choice in today's market. The phone is very well built and feels sufficiently premium in the hand. Its weight of 202 grams makes it feel sturdy enough. This form factor we believe would be perfect for people used to 5.5-inch screens. The back, made of textured plastic, is not at all slippery and isn't even prone to attracting dust. The metal around the body is a very sweet design implementation, and this bezel at the bottom is only for visual appeal. The textured volume rockers are placed above the power button, and both aren't clicky as such, but they suffice. It took a few drops while testing and came out unscathed, so it is in all a well-built phone, although the lack of backlight on the navigation keys are a little bit of a letdown. The 5.5-inch screen with the 720p panel and 267 dpi is in our opinion at par in this price range. The contrast is good, but the blacks aren't as black like those AMOLED screens out there. But this display has a very major plus point for the phone in all. That being the battery isn't exhausted at all for pushing the pixels in the phone. The display is also adequately bright outdoors. The device has 4 ARM Cortex-A53 cores clocked in at 1.5 GHz each, and another 4 ARM Cortex-A53 cores clocked in at 1.21 GHz each. This seemed like a pretty solid package at this price point, along with an Adreno 405 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. In reality, this hardware is able to keep the performance of the phone during light usage on point, but during heavy usage and multitasking, the phone slows down and heats up considerably. This is most noticeable while using Zen UI's launcher, but is almost unnoticeable on third-party launchers like Nova. Sometimes Zen UI causes the phone to choke, at times even causing it to freeze completely. Also, the touch randomly stops working at certain times, which is very irritating. We won't go into the details of Zen UI, but the addition of some certain features like one-handed operation mode and the blue light filter are very useful add-ons. The Zen UI as such isn't very well furnished and still needs some tweaking. Other than that, the phone is very satisfying in terms of multimedia consumption, the long-lasting battery making it a wholesome experience as well. Now we come to the USP of this device. It has a 5000 mAh battery, which is a rare sighting on budget devices these days. The battery performance is truly stellar. Our typical usage for the day was continuous Wi-Fi connectivity, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. were always running, casual gaming for an hour, YouTube for 2 hours or so, and cellular calls for around an hour or so. The phone lasted us the day with around 45 to 55% battery remaining every day. On days with low usage, we recharged the device every 55 to 60 hours or so. The rear camera with f2.0 aperture and laser autofocus does pretty well in good lighting, and the photos taken are surprisingly well reproduced for a phone at this price range. The front camera is decent and shoots naturally wide photos. In conclusion, this is a device we'd recommend to only a certain category of power users with a low budget who want an exceptionally good battery life and are ready to compromise on other aspects of the device.